Hello and welcome to Surplus School. Today we're going to talk about the amazing benefits of reading books. If you are new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button for more life-amazing videos. Now let's get into it. I'm almost certain you remember Kyle XY, the popular TV series that premiered in 2006 and starred Matt Dallas as the lead. It was primarily about a talented child who spent years in an incubation tank that resembled a womb. He could memorize things word for word by just turning the pages of a book. Despite the fact that ABC cut the show short, the protagonist's mystical abilities enthralled the show's mostly youthful viewers who wished they had them as well. Reading, on the other hand, can be a frightening task for many people. They'd rather spend their time doing things that don't demand much thought. For example, I, along with millions of other people, watched the hit HBO series Game of Thrones. However, few people are aware that the film is based on a novel, and even fewer have read the book. But why is it the case? Why do some people prefer to watch TV or scroll through their phones aimlessly rather than read for a few minutes? According to a 2018 study, approximately 24% of adult Americans did not read any part of a book in 2017. Before we go into the reasons why people don't read, let's take a look at some of the advantages of reading. Benefits of reading. Reading has always been an important aspect of human survival and existence because it is how humans communicate thoughts and knowledge. We've been able to create improvements in the domains of science, medicine, and engineering thanks to the cross-pollination of ideas derived from a wide range of reading. Things have gotten a lot easier for us now. We may learn a topic by watching how-to videos rather than reading because of the internet. While this may appear to be acceptable and more accessible, it is critical that we do not overlook the basis upon which these things we value were constructed. Reading isn't the only way to learn anything new. It is, nonetheless, still quite relevant. Here are some of the advantages of reading. Improves your vocabulary. Have you ever struggled to find the appropriate words to explain yourself? Reading can help you develop a large vocabulary that you can use to express yourself on a daily basis. According to research performed by Cengage in 2019, 69% of companies are more willing to hire persons who can communicate effectively. Nobody wants an employee who doesn't know how to say the right thing at the appropriate moment, or who doesn't say anything at all. New terms are added to the dictionary on a regular basis, and reading books is the best method to keep up with them. Reading is the most effective approach to broaden your vocabulary. Shows and sitcoms won't teach you most of the new words. The use of words by authors is frequently more detailed than that of performers. It helps your mental wellness by stimulating your thoughts. Reading can help avoid age-related cognitive deterioration. Although there isn't enough evidence to indicate that reading can help prevent diseases like Alzheimer's, studies have shown that older people who read can keep or even improve their memory, reducing memory loss that comes with aging. The more you use your brain, it becomes stronger and healthier. Much like a muscle, playing chess and solving puzzles stimulate the intellect in the same way that reading does. They also provide cognitive stimulation. Reading books and magazines, according to the National Institute on Aging, will help to keep your mind occupied as you get older. Would you prefer your mind to turn into the devil's workshop or become bored to death? You become more empathic as a result of it. According to studies, people who read fiction novels about the lives of characters have a greater ability to empathize with and comprehend the feelings and opinions of others. Reading can help build you the empathy you'll need to relate to those who are in distress or need. You can't read about the Rwandan genocide and not feel sorry for the victims, or read about wars and think it's acceptable to settle disagreements using horrible means. Reading can have transformative effects. Reading, according to a growing corpus of study, changes your mind and thoughts. Many people had their life revolutionized and plotted a new route after being inspired by a book. Gifted Hands by Ben Carson had such a profound impact on my life and ideas in high school that I'm not sure how I would have survived without it. Reading reduces stress. This is crucial for those who believe reading is stressful. Researchers conducted a study in 2009 on the benefits of humor, yoga, and reading on students' stress levels. The study discovered that roughly 25 to 30 minutes of reading lowered heart rate, blood pressure, and feelings of psychological discomfort in the same manner that humor and yoga did. So you see, it's not reading that is stressful, but your beliefs toward it. Reading can help you beat depression. Suicides and deaths from depression are on the rise, which is concerning. Reading fiction can assist a depressed person escape the stressful reality and entering one in which they feel safe and appreciated. And if done on a regular basis, it can help them identify reasons why they can get out of whatever circumstances they find themselves in. It allows you to listen in on other people's ideas. Having only an opinion on a subject is harmful to any form of meaningful development. In order to develop something truly exceptional, ideas from the past and present must be gathered and the benefits and drawbacks assessed. This has been critical in the tremendous advancements we've made in recent years in a variety of sectors. No idea, whether successful or not, is a waste. You now understand why you should develop a reading habit and encourage the next generation to do the same. Apart from the advantages outlined above, encouraging children to begin reading instead of playing video games all day helps them develop discipline. Early discipline will aid children in navigating life and laying a basis for long-term success. So, how do you go about forming a reading habit? You can begin by following these straightforward steps. Change your perspective. Many people are discouraged from reading because they believe it is stressful or difficult. Nothing, however, could be further from the truth. You will find that reading something remarkable and realizing the importance of books for learning and growth is not only entertaining but also a kind of stress relief. To begin, you must first identify something that actually interests you. Read books you are interested in. A work of fiction or an inspirational non-fiction book that you can relate to, such as the Ben Carson book I read years ago, would be an excellent place to start. Start with articles, blog posts, and other shorter forms that interest you if reading a book sounds daunting. One superb piece of writing is all it takes to make you fall in love with reading. Spend at least 30 minutes reading every day. Make time in your busy schedule to read a few chapters of your favorite book. Over time, even as little as 30 minutes a day, followed consistently, will help to establish the habit of saving money. Furthermore, it is possible to read as many as 3 novels per month before you're even aware of it. Take a book with you wherever you go. You can start reading while commuting in a taxi, waiting in line, or at the airport to make the most of your waiting time. Ebooks are now available, so turn your phone into a portable library to make it easy to transport your books. Let's take a look at some of the most common reasons why individuals refuse to read. There is no time for reading. This is, of course, the most prevalent reason. Everyone is busy. You have work, housework, family duties, and a million other things that require your attention. You also only have 24 hours every day to devote to them. Reading can take a long time, and some novels are hundreds of pages long, taking months to complete. So, what's the point of bothering? It takes a lot of effort to read. Reading can feel like a lot of work for some individuals. They become disheartened when they see hundreds of pages crammed with brain-tasking words, especially when the books are enormous dictionary-looking adult books. What's the point of it if it has a movie? I used to believe that books that have been made into motion pictures receive less attention once the film has been published. Based on statistics, the majority of people would prefer to watch Game of Thrones episodes than read books. The film appears to be simpler, more engaging, and more entertaining. There is nothing to gain from reading. Another typical reason for not reading is because it is perceived as a waste of time. They believe that reading provides them with no benefit. To these folk, the only time you read a book was in school, when you needed it to pass tests, graduate, and obtain a job. Apart from that, they have little regard for books. Lack of concentration. It's a well-known reality that individuals are easily sidetracked. It's easy to see why we have the attention span of a goldfish when you consider the prevalence of cell phones and other modern technology. Those with poor focus will find it difficult to fully immerse themselves in the reading experience. Day-to-day tension and anxiety might cause your thoughts to wander. As a result, it's normal to want to move on to other hobbies that don't require prolonged concentration. Lack of support during childhood. My uncle was a literature professor, and his children grew up in a world of Shakespeare, Thomas Hardy, Ernest Hemingway, and other authors. They had a lifelong love affair with reading as a result of having no other source of enjoyment than classical English literature when they were young. People who do not read come from backgrounds where their parents did not read and did not encourage them to do so. This, however, does not have to be the case. Finally, the knowledge contained between the pages of books provides the foundation for all of our current advancements. So it's safe to say that learning to read is one of the most important skills you can learn if you want to get ahead in life. Make every effort to develop this habit, even if you are not naturally inclined. The majority of the world's most powerful leaders and business people have a voracious appetite for reading. According to reports, Bill Gates reads up to 50 novels every year. Every day, Warren Buffett reads 5 newspapers and more than 500 pages of information. Every 2 weeks, Mark Zuckerberg reads a book. So who can say? Reading could be the key to getting into the billionaire club. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. Don't forget to comment your thoughts below, share, subscribe, and give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching.